Hey friends, today we're going to be doing some serious deep cleaning, and I mean serious deep cleaning. 2 days of cleaning all throughout my house, deep cleaning in my laundry room, deep cleaning my washer and dryer, and sharing with you recipes as I do some healthy meal prep for the upcoming week. Give me a thumbs up if you're ready to get motivated.
A new place, a new home, for a while, let me feel alive. Nothing to hold me back, take my time, just enjoy the ride. A nomad, passing by, life is good, best I've ever felt.
So I had just laid the twins down for their afternoon nap, and I had saw, like right before we were getting ready to go down for a nap, there was some milk spilled here in the bathroom. I don't know why there was milk spilled in the bathroom, but there was. So I was like, all right, I'll clean that up before I get to deep cleaning. Cleaning up the milk and cleaning up this bathroom can be my little pre-cleaning workout to get me in the mood to do some deep cleaning. Plan to deep clean my laundry room, deep clean my washer and dryer. Wait till you see the stuff that I pulled out of my washer and dryer. It was insane.
I was in the dark against it all, but made it through the day, cause I found my way. I found my way. In bad times, I know I'll be okay, cause I found my way. Cause I found my way. Cause I found my way, my way, my way, my way, my way. Cause I found my way, my way, my way, my way, my way. I found my way.
So whether you are new here, whether you've been here before, I just want to make sure you feel welcomed here. I want to welcome you to Jamie's journey. I am super glad you're here, and I hope you leave this video feeling good. I hope you're smiling. I hope you feel positive. I hope you feel motivated, relaxed, calm. Either way, I just hope you leave here feeling great. Hopefully you're ready to do some cleaning or some meal prepping. I'm going to teach you guys how to clean your washer and dryer, or give you some inspiration to make some tasty recipes. One of them is a Starbucks copycat recipe. You know how they have those egg bites? Well, this is a Starbucks copycat recipe, and let me tell you, they live up to the hype. I've made egg bites before that we all really like, but these blew them out of the water, and there is a secret ingredient, secret thing you do to make them so good.
Cause I found my way. I found my way. In bad times, I know I'll be okay. Cause I found my way. My exes and me, we don't talk anymore. If we did, I think it would get pretty ugly. They made me believe love's an open door in the beginning, then they shut it pretty quickly. I thought we were good, at times even great, but apparently I was just one big mistake. My exes and me, we don't talk anymore. If we did.
Mike had went to the grocery store earlier this morning to pick up groceries, and there were just a few things that I needed to unbox and put away, wash our fruit and all of that before going and deep cleaning upstairs. So we are out of school for the summer. Avery was home this day, and it just feels so weird, you know, to be getting into that summer routine. And I do plan on filming a summer morning routine, like a productive morning routine, like what we do in the morning when I'm trying to be productive. Like, I don't do this every morning, but there are certain mornings I'll pick out throughout the week to stay on top of my game, stay on top of my to-do list. And as long as I do it 2 to 3 days a week, it allows me to be productive. So stay tuned for that.
Victim
Avery was actually cleaning up her room. That's one of the things she has to do every day, is make sure her room is cleaned up. And I was washing her bedding. So I was just kind of popping around upstairs doing a few things. I wanted to wash her curtains because it dawned on me that it had been a while since I washed her curtains. I went to take them down and I'm like, I can't reach it. And then Mike actually happened to be upstairs. So I was like, hey, you're tall, you're 6'4". Come take the curtains down for me. And I just set them in the hallway because I didn't want to wash them right now because I needed to wash the washer and dryer. And so I just set them out so I wouldn't forget when I was done.
Wake up at your place, wake up at mine. Same question always. I'm getting tired.
Here I'm using the E-cloth stainless steel cleaning cloth to clean, that was a mouthful, to clean the stainless steel appliances. And I just like to throw this out there because I know there's confusion every time I talk about it. E-cloths are not the same as microfiber cloths. They are different. So with a regular microfiber cloth, I use a spray cleaner. With an E-cloth, you do not need a spray cleaner. You just need to get the rag wet with water. That's it. So this is one of my favorite ways to clean my stainless steel appliances. There's two cloths. One, you go over the stainless steel part, and then the other one, you kind of buff all of that out. It leaves zero streaks, like no streaks or anything. It's just perfect. And it's great because you can get to clean with just water. But yeah, it's so weird to have Avery home for the summer because it's like a day like today, we have our whole family at home. You know, Mike's usually in the basement. You know, usually he's working, but he's in the basement. That's where he's been. The twins were napping. So it's like we're all home together, but we're all off doing our own thing. It's just, I'm not used to it yet.
Why don't we just get a place together? Mornings in our own bed, so much better. Balconies and bathtubs, what you want? Why don't we just get a place together? Why don't we just get a place together?
So someone asked me recently, they wanted to know how Mike proposed. So I thought that would be a fun story time I can tell you here in a minute. I'm gonna go upstairs and get started on deep cleaning the laundry room, the washer and dryer. So washing machines and dryers can get pretty gross. As you can see, mine was pretty gross, and I mean, it happens. So I think we hear stories or people saying like, okay, you got to wash your washing machine like the drum inside. I mean, there's tablets you can buy at the store. You can just use vinegar or bleach, but not too many people talk about how to clean the inside. You know, there's so many cracks and hard to reach areas with the washing machine and dryer, and this is where the Bissell Steam Shot is perfect. It's the perfect cleaning tool for this. It's just a hand steamer. I will have it linked in the description. It is a different color. It's the same thing, comes with the same attachments. It's just a different model, but it comes with all these different attachments, and I'm not even using an attachment here, but you're going to see me clean my grout in here in a minute when I'm done cleaning the washer. And there was a grout cleaning attachment that works great, but it's just so crazy to watch it blow and blast all of that crud away. And wait till you see me clean my dryer. I could not believe how much lint. I didn't even know there was lint in some of these cracks and crevices, and the Bissell Steam Shot blasted it all away. So when I was done using the hand steamer on the washing machine to clean the inside, you can either go in, or I decided to go in with some white distilled vinegar, or you can use bleach and put it in the drum. I just grabbed vinegar because it was right there on hand. So I just poured about a cup in the drum, ran it on a hot cycle with 2 rinse cycles, and that was it. So you can do the same to get the inside. Okay, so let's talk the proposal. Mike and I feel like we didn't get married too long ago. It's almost 13 years, but things are so different now. We had a very low-key proposal. It was 14 years ago. We had just graduated from college. We graduated in 2008. I was going to school to get my master's in education. He already had a job lined up. He bought a ring. He proposed in early June, so we graduated in early May. A month later, he proposed. It was very simple, very basic, but absolutely perfect for me, perfect for him as a couple. He even used our cat at the time, and he was involved in the proposal.
You and I, we are so random. You bring the darkness to the light, split the atom. I ignore the fact that this will never last. Your words come out so soothing that I forget that this thing is confusing. Having such a blast, but don't ask where my head is at. 'Cause I'm cruising through the rush of us. I don't care about love, just need your touch. Want you to be my vice, 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 vice. I'm all about your vibe, vibe.
So I didn't even know there was lint between the doors. Like, you couldn't see it from the outside, but then I started blasting the Steam Shot down there in the cracks, and then it started coming out the other side. So crazy, but grateful I have this cleaning tool. Okay, to finish the story, so I was napping in my apartment, napping during the day. I had no idea he was going to propose, like 0 idea. We had barely talked about it. I did not know what type of ring I wanted. He didn't know what type of ring I wanted. Like, I had never even thought about what type of ring I wanted. So like I said, we were 22. We had just graduated from college, and I didn't know it was coming. So I was napping, and he came in with our cat Chase. Like, he was not supposed to be there. Do anyone remember our cat Chase? He passed away about 1.5 years ago. So if you've been around for a while, you probably remember him. But he brought Chase into the bedroom and woke me up, and he was holding Chase in his hands, and he said, "Chase has something for you." And by the way, he got me Chase for Christmas one year. So it was kind of like our cat together. So he had gotten Chase a little cat collar, and on the cat collar was a ring, the ring. So he handed Chase to me, and said, Chase has something for you. And then he got down on one knee, said a few things. I was absolutely speechless. Like, you know, when you take a nap and then you wake up and you're groggy, you don't even know what year it is, what the date is. And I remember just being shocked for a couple different reasons. Number one, he was proposing to me. We had been together since we were 15. So I was shocked. I was not expecting it. We had not talked about it. We had not gone ring shopping. And then I was also napping. So I was like so out of it. And to this day, he jokes with me because he said a few things and then asked me if I would marry him, and I didn't give him an answer because I was just so out of it, I think. And so now we joke. It's like we'll be watching a movie and someone will propose and they'll say yes, and he'll be like, oh, he got an answer. But yeah, it was honestly perfect. I would have never wanted something in public. I was glad it was just between us, something we get to remember and soak up that moment. And yeah, that's how he proposed.
That maybe you're not different. Go on, blow up your ego, your undying ego. Oh, look here he goes, stepping on toes with his humble lack and everlasting ego. I guess it never hit you. Our conversation takes two, paying it some interest from time to time. Inside all that greatness and all of your adventures, you're all alone.
So this was that attachment to the steam shot I was talking about, and I did a comparison. It was actually 3 different grout cleaners on some grout that had not been cleaned in a while. It was not my grout, so I was like, all right, I need a grout that has not been cleaned in a while so I can really put these to the test. And they all did a really, really good job. So I have 3 great grout cleaners for you guys if you're curious. One is Resolve Foaming Carpet Cleaner, one is the ZEP grout cleaner, and then this Bissell Steam Shot hand steamer. But yeah, this does a great job, and it has that little attachment. So I think, so this is day 1. There'll be day 2 of some more cleaning, and then I'm going to be doing some meal prep. And I'm kind of one of those people where I get into, and I think this is a form of planning where you almost like do you're productive in big sections of time. So I am not someone who does well when I am like, Jamie, you have a half an hour to do something and I have to get it done. Like I will freak out. I get overwhelmed. So for me, maybe it's the stuff that I don't enjoy doing, like cooking or baking or things like that. Like it's almost easier for me to dedicate like a 2-hour period, like on a Saturday or Sunday, and just knock out a bunch of freezer meals or a bunch of crock pot meals or something like that. Like I find myself, I'm more productive that way than just doing one little thing at a time. I don't know. Cleaning can be like that sometimes. I mean, like obviously most of my day for cleaning is spent just doing like the basic stuff, the picking up and the wiping things down, like that basic stuff that we all have to do throughout the day. But when I do like more deep cleaning you guys see me do, I usually save that for nighttime or during nap time. So I have like a 2-hour chunk to really focus on what I'm doing. So I know one of the most frequently asked questions I get is about my fitness routine, my workout routine. I gravitate towards cardio, HIIT workouts, high intensity interval training. I don't know. There's something to me about like just going really hard for a short period of time. Like I mean, we're all busy, you know, and for me, I'd rather go hard for 30 minutes or 45 minutes than do like a lazy hour workout. I don't know. However, it's not good to just do cardio or just do HIIT workouts. And I really wanted to start challenging myself. So I think it was about 2 months ago, I started working with a personal trainer just for a short period of time to show me the proper technique and form and really find strength training workouts that are for me. You know what I mean? I think everyone's a little bit different. I am a runner. I want to improve my running. I also have PCOS that plays a role in how important strength training is for me. So I have been seeing a personal trainer, and it's crazy. It really has changed how I work out. I still love running. That's my favorite, but it's crazy because my goal has never been to lose weight, to lose inches, or anything. It's just to learn to strength train and learn the proper techniques. But it's crazy because I have not lost any weight, but I've noticed that my jeans are a little bit looser. Like, not loose to where I need a different size, which is good because I mean, I'm not trying to lose any weight or anything, but it's just crazy how my weight hasn't budged at all. But I'm feeling, you know, my jean shorts, my pants and things like that be a little bit looser. And I think it's because that shows that I'm building muscle, and I actually love it. I mean, I don't want to have to buy new pants at all, but I'm like loving seeing results. You know, when you put in the work, it's nice to see results. I'm enjoying a little change of pace. So I know if you're working out, you want to switch things up, you're a little bit nervous, you're scared to do that, just try it. I've been doing it. I think it took me probably like close to a month to really get into the swing of things and start to enjoy it. Usually a big change like that doesn't happen. I don't start loving it right away. It takes some time, but if you're thinking about it, take the plunge, get into a routine, and you might be surprised. You might really like it. So for my girls, you know, I'm really trying to find the balance, specifically for Avery, her being at home. You know, I've never been one to want my kids to be constantly booked up with a ton of activities. But I also don't want her to be bored and, you know, just lay around all day, every day. So for me, it's that balance of letting her be lazy, letting her sleep in, letting her lay around and do all this. But we also have a lot of neighborhood friends and girls that she plays with. So like her days are always like, there's always like set chores she has to do. She is getting involved in some summer rec programs. She's going to be involved in a running camp. It's not, they don't just run, it's like games and things like that for kids. So she has stuff planned, but I find that with Avery, or even the twins as well, I think it's good for kids to be bored, just in general. And because I don't want them always looking to me for things to do. Like, I want them to be able to find things for themselves to do. But then I also notice with Avery that when she is bored and she has nothing to do, that's when she starts getting creative. And I can see her mind really working and stepping out of, like, she's stepping out of the box thinking outside of the box. And I don't know, I think that's really important. So for me this summer, it's finding that balance and also letting her be a kid and relax, because it's summer and that's what you do sometimes in summer vacation. I am struggling right now. Look what happened to my finger. Don't mind my jacked up nails. But it hurts so bad. I whacked my hand on the cabinet really, really hard. I was carrying a big basket and I whacked it. I'm not gonna show it to you this way because it'll look like I'm flipping you off. Anyways, I gotta get a band-aid. It hurts so bad.
I got this boy on my mind that I can't live without. Oh, his eyes are killing me. And he keeps talking about everything that he likes, and I can't stop listening. I'm thinking about him all the time. I'm thinking about him all the time. I'm thinking about him all the time, all the time. And my heart's beating fast when he's looking like that. Oh, his smile is killing me. It's the way that he moves and the way that he laughs, so I can't get enough. Thinking about him all the time. I can't get him off my mind. Oh, I want him to be mine, to be mine. My heart is saying yeah, 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 yeah. You know I want him now, 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 now. My heart is saying yeah, 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 yeah. I told him I can be a fighter if you want. I'll be there to catch you if you fall. I can make it brighter when it starts, when it starts. I told him I would do it all for you, and I know you do it for me too.
So I binge filming Instagram Reels. So if you have Instagram and you need some more cleaning motivation, you can come find me over there. It's been kind of fun to do because like a reel is, well, it can be like 30 seconds, 15, 30 or 60 seconds, I think. But it's fun to do a 1-minute cleaning video. I mean, here on YouTube, it's like I do these big, I just kind of put all the cleaning that I do in a month or in a week together for you guys. And it's fun just to like film myself cleaning up at the end of the night or in the morning. So come check me over on Instagram if you just need that more daily or short cleaning motivation.
I'll be there to catch you if you fall. I can make it brighter when it starts, when it starts. I told him I would do it all for you, and I know you do it for me too. I can be a fighter if you want, if you want. Yeah, I can be a fighter. I can be a fighter if you want. I can be a fighter if you want. Yeah, I can be a fighter. I can be a fighter if you want. I can be a fighter if you want. I heart is saying yeah, 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 yeah. I wanna now, 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 now. Yeah, 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 yeah. I told him I can be a fighter if you want. I'll be there to catch you if you fall. I can make it brighter when it starts, when it starts. I told him I would do it all for you, and I know you do it for me too. I can be a fighter if you want, if you want. Yeah, I can be a
Done for today, at least for me. You guys have some more stuff to see. I did some meal prepping like about a week ago. There's a dinner, super easy dinner, healthy. So I always try to, as healthy as possible within reason, obviously. Budget is always on my mind. And then super easy. That's like the #1 goal, is to keep a recipe super easy. So I have some of those next, but I am done for the day. I actually might start editing some of my video because I have some stuff I want to do with the girls tomorrow evening. But the girls are still napping. I don't know if you guys can hear the monitor. So they're still napping, and I might go ahead and get dinner ready. I'm thinking, I saw this recipe for a homemade crunch wrap supreme, and tacos are one of the girls' favorite foods. And so I'm always trying to like take what a taco is and mix it up a little bit. So I think I'm gonna give that a try for dinner tonight. If it turns out good, I'll share it with you guys in an upcoming video.
I will never smile for you, smile for you, smile for you, smile for you. I will never cry for you, cry for you, cry for you, cry for you.
All right, are you ready to meal prep? I'm ready, and I hope you enjoy these recipes.
One more, baby, what I need is you out the door. This time I'm sure, yeah.
I will have there's only one recipe here, and I will have that linked in the description. Most of these I found on Instagram or TikTok, so there's no actual recipe. So I'll just tell you what I put together. So for this first one, it's a chicken sausage protein pasta recipe. And for me, it's good because of my PCOS. It's important, I've been told by doctors, for me to get in enough protein to my diet. And then I've said this before, but it's always hard for me to get protein sources in my kids' diet. They love carbs. So, I mean, we eat plenty of carbs. I do Greek yogurt, but always trying to find different protein sources for them. So these protein noodles, they have 10 grams of protein in a serving. My kids love marinara sauce, any type of red sauce. And I think I came across this recipe on TikTok. So all you do, boil your noodles. Then I use these pre-cooked chicken sausages. These are also great on the grill or even in the microwave, but I like them on the grill with a bun. I prefer, there's a jalapeno chicken sausage, but I got these just because this is all I could find when I went to the store. The chicken apple, and I got them from Walmart. They're pre-cooked, so I just cut them up, and then, like I said, I was boiling the noodles, and then you mix together the noodles, the chicken sausages, and then I poured in rouse. I think that's how you say it, but it's expensive. I will say that. Like, I kind of like cringe when I buy a jar of this. However, I don't cook. I don't have like, you know, when people will like taste something and they're like, it needs a little bit of this or a little bit of that. Yeah, I can't do that. I don't know what spices to add into things. So it's just almost easier for me to spend a little extra money and get a good sauce. And yeah, like that simple, a few, like what, 3 ingredients and pretty good. Heated it all up together. I paired it with some broccoli and put it in some meal prep containers, and we had meals for the next couple of days full of protein that everyone liked. Okay, so I made one for Avery. Avery loves broccoli. The twins, they're like, with broccoli, so I'll probably fill theirs with some green beans when it's time to eat. And then broccoli is my favorite vegetable, so I put that in here with the protein pasta.
I've been feeling so small. Watch the clock ticking off the wall. But tonight I'm letting it go. Or I could be someone else. No one's stopping me now. I'm gonna skip my break.
So we had dinner and lunches all set for the next couple of days. I mean, not for all of us, but you guys know what I mean. And then I froze a batch of this for a freezer meal. And then the next recipe I wanted to make were these air fryer taquitos. Literally, all you do is you scramble up some eggs, and then you take the scrambled eggs, and I cooked up some breakfast sausage, put it in a tortilla shell, and you put it in the air fryer. It did call for cheese. I know you guys are going to come at me for this, but I really could care less about cheese. Like, I could probably, with the exception of pizza, I could omit it from my diet. Like, I'm not a big cheese person, so I don't need the cheese, just the egg and the sausage. And you guys can add cheese if you want, but these are really good as well.
Look at these beautiful stars. I wanna drive a faster car. Troubles to rest, blow the smoke through my cigarette.
So I used a toothpick to keep them closed while they were in the air fryer. And I think this is one of those things, when I put it in the air fryer, I think I put it on for 375 for 5 minutes. Next time I would go down in temperature, but with air fryers, I don't know, I could be wrong on this, but I think it's also kind of like an oven or a microwave. Like, it's not just there can be like a generalization, but most machines are a little bit different on or off, on either side. So I would suggest is starting out and being a little conservative, because you can always cook it more, because mine were almost so crispy in certain areas that it was like hard It was like almost like a chip, if that makes sense. So I'd probably go down a little bit in temperature. Super good. Super good. Really good. I could eat this in the morning, lunch, any time of the day. Okay, so I actually had a meeting with my personal trainer, or a workout with my personal trainer, so that's why I'm wearing different clothes. But this, there is a recipe for, so I will have that link in the description. You just take eggs. It'll say how many eggs. I don't remember how many it was. You put it in a blender. You add some cottage cheese and some salt. I think that was it. But again, full recipe linked in the description. And then I started adding sausage that I had cooked up. Needs to be cooked. But then it said in the, I didn't read the recipe fully. This is probably why I'm not a good cook, because I can't follow directions apparently. But you're not supposed to add the sausage until the end. You could also do ham. You could add in vegetables if you wanted. Just throwing that out there. And then I blended it all up, poured it in a muffin or a cupcake silicone tray. Get the silicone tray. It makes a big difference with these. And then I added in the rest of the breakfast sausage, and then I baked them. And you guys, here is the hidden secret. You take a pan of water and you put it in the oven, and it kind of adds moisture to the inside of the oven. And I am telling you, I made these egg bites. I think it's that and the cottage cheese, because these blew the other ones out of the water that we used to make. So these are, I cannot tell you how good these are. It's a great recipe and you have to try these.
When I'm in this town, look at these beautiful stars. I wanna drive a faster car. Nothing can break me, no, nothing can break me. Try not to hold me down, feel alive. When I'm in this town, look at those beautiful stars. I wanna take a trip to Mars. Nothing can